teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowle here in the booth with Kirk Hermstreet. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's got some space here. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He's going to score. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there and start from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Hart over the middle. It's Wade. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Big moment early in this playoff game. They face a third down on the opening drive. To the air, it's Shaw. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
See if he can make it. On the return and lost the ball. And the defense comes up with the football.
If you're the punting team, you got to be asking yourself right now, if this is enough of an example of why you should be punting the ball away from him. They're very fortunate they even made the tackle here.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He shreds the tackle.
Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Thrown quickly, clock into right flat. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Ducks looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier, and absolutely nowhere to go for their offense.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. It's a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon, as they fight back here in this playoff game. Here's the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They stop at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Linebacker shifting around now. Looking for a gap. It's James. Lights up the defender. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss in the play.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Oh, and he fumbles. And the ball bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
3rd down play and a fumble. The ball goes out of bounds. The offense catches a break because at least now they've got a chance to punt this ball away.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And the quarterback keeps it here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Love the option call here on 4th down. Gives the quarterback some options, makes the right read, keeps it himself, and gets the 1st down.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Ball handed off. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This backs vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Now it's 2nd down here. And now the handoff. Just a short gain this time. We're able to get him down. You know,
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. And they pick up the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The punt team making their way on the field.
On to punt it away.
And the punt will bounce out of bounds. Great execution that time. The offense in a tough spot to start the drive. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play... for it. But you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Signs with the throw. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Look out, room to run here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Looking to throw. It's Shaw. It's an out route. The catch made. Gets out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Wide open downfield. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They had a long drive going last time, but it stalled, looking to reach the end zone this possession. And there's the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Important second down play coming up. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between a quarterback and a receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short in the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. Dropping back. It's Shaw. Defense is coming after him. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here. And instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The shotgun handoff here. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Shaw. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down incompletion. They'll have to convert here on third down and 8. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. So they're short on fourth down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Something together in this drive. Quick throw, the catch is made. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Caught behind the line. It's James. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Can he get there on the ground? Finding some room at the 25. He made the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. 1st down here for this offense. Testing the right side here. He shrinks the tackle. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back to pass. It's Shaw. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On third down, he drops to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the Ducks will line up here on first down and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Moves the ball to the 4. It's third down and goal. Back to pass. It's Shaw. On the move now. And left with no option. Just has to throw it away.
That's a smart decision by the quarterback, but curious why they didn't run it. Third and short, and you'd hope your guys up front can pave the way to pick up the first and keep this drive moving. Very curious what they'll do here on this fourth down.
And it's good right down the middle. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He's got it inside the 15. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So it's forced down, but they just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Ducks offense retakes the field. First play of the second half and keeps on the ground. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Past the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Chris, I didn't think this guy had this in him. I mean, he's not even one of the top 10 fastest guys on his own team. But here, no one was at home, the door's open, and he just took it to the house.
And the extra point was up and good. And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Offense comes back out onto the field. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's going to take a shot down the left side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of life from this offense.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. There's the handoff. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Confident play there on 4th and 1. Get behind the big fellas up front, get a good push. You have to like that call on this part of the field. A punt there doesn't net much of a change in field position, so the right call is made and you pick up the first down.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So the misfire in 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 32. He'll hand it off. He's got the first and still going. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Receiver in motion now. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. It's a shotgun run call. The ball is loose. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. To the air. It's Shaw. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Short throw complete to the tight end. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
The Ducks look to keep this drive moving. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Hicks. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Looking downfield. It's Shaw. It's a wide receiver screen. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Wade. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And here's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. That's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. He hands it off from the gun. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the first?
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He steps out at the 22, and that's where the drive will begin. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going to take off. And the senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Clock running in the final minute here of the 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Just trying to get rid of it. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for the wide out. Nice grab there, would be enough for a 1st down, but they say he was out of bounds. Bring up 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Fielded at the 25. Returner tackle right there. That's where we'll start the drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down near the 3rd quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the 3rd quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Shaw. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Short connection to the tight end here. To be brought down to the 46, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they hand it off to the back. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
He's wide open. Look out. Touchdown, Oregon. They are pouring it on now.
But if somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown, there's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Makes the catch downfield. The game is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
He's got it on a crossing route. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Send the back in motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That completion makes it second and medium. Back to throw again. Lets it go quickly. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle right after the catch, but the offense is now in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Moves out of the pocket. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's that defense shifting again. Looking to pass here on second down. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Grabbed by the receiver. Able to convert on third. Sets up first and goal. The 8. The Irish offense comes up here on first and goal. They're going to run it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The pass rush closing in. Sacked, dropped at the 3. They break the huddle on third and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back. And
he makes the catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the...
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Got the first down and still motoring. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run. And a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a fumble. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Well, here we go again. The field goal team is out there. This kicker's already got 3 makes in this game. And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. And the back now goes in motion. First play of the drive, they look to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on a first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Wide open downfield. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Solid gain in the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Crucial third down play right here. Out of the gun now on third down. QB to the tight end for a completion. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, look at the throw for it. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback will take a knee. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. And the quarterback just kneels down.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive